I often have this vision: exotic cars and opulent houses, and wealth as far as the eye can see. This vision, the driving force of my mission, arouses an unexplainable feeling in me. I'm materialistic, and I'm not afraid to admit it, because these things bring me happiness. But they're not my source of happiness. I am my own source. A full-course meal can't satiate the hunger within my mind. It can only be fed by the energy I radiate from the depths of my soul. Because of this, I rarely go blind in pursuit of my goals. My eyes are ahead, but my heart remains present. Before I know it, pockets are viridescent. Acquire, invest, profit, repeat. Victories and lessons. No such thing as defeat. I'm driven by this vision, but fueled by my passion. Guided by intuition, it's time to take action.
So, I'm assuming that you're watching this video because you want to get rich. So the first thing you can do is buy my course on... No, I'm just playing. Really, you are watching this video because you want to get rich. Plain and simple. The first thing we need to do is define what it means to be rich. Now, you can look up like the dictionary definition, but generally speaking, being rich means living in abundance. An abundance of financial freedom, perhaps. That's usually what it means. An abundance of assets that represent financial freedom. That's generally what being rich means to most people. Or better yet, being wealthy, I'll say. Being wealthy can usually be characterized as being rich over a long period of time. Or like being rich in a sustainable way and having multiple sources of income. By the end of this video, you'll have the one source that you need to find true, fulfilling wealth. Now this took me 20 years, my whole entire life to figure out. I'm giving you 20 years worth of game in one video. This one tip that I'm about to give you is a life changer. If you truly listen to what I'm saying, and it may not register immediately, but I'm gonna just give you the information. I can't learn it for you, but I can teach it to you. So I'm gonna quit stalling. I know that you just want the answer, okay? My primary message today is step into your purpose. It sounds like a very simple concept, but a lot of people who seek wealth do not follow this principle, and it is the foundation of true wealth. I'm gonna give you a personal example from myself. So in 2019, 2019, March, I dropped out of college. So when I dropped out of college, I had basically 3 things that I was interested in doing, and they were all very time consuming. So I knew that I had to choose one of them. If I tried to do all 3 or even just 2 of them, then they would all fail. So my options were learn how to trade stocks, especially penny stocks, learn how to do e-commerce, especially like drop shipping or, Amazon FBA, things of that nature, or start a YouTube channel. Now, obviously, you're watching this video, it's clear what I chose. I picked YouTube. Now, from a monetary standpoint, YouTube is probably the least profitable of any of the 3. If I just wanted to make money, I definitely should have went with, trading or doing e-commerce. They're not get rich quick schemes, but like they can get you a lot of money in a relatively short amount of time if you put your focus into it. With the same focus that I've put into YouTube, if I put that into e-commerce, into a store, or, into penny stocks, I would probably have at least 5 figures right now, at least. And, that's not even me being like cocky or whatever. That's just the truth. I've put in a lot of work on YouTube, like a lot of work. Basically, I went with the least profitable option as far as money goes, but I feel like I'm wealthy. I feel rich right now. Mind you, I just got monetized on YouTube like a week ago at the time of me filming this. And I think today is June 14th. So yeah, I got monetized about a week ago. And I've made probably like $20 so far, which, that's not like big money or nothing, but it's more of the principle, the fact that I'm doing what I love to do. I've found the content that I like to make, it's content that I can make by myself. I don't need to rely on anyone else to make it, which, that's not necessarily like something that everyone needs to do, but for me, I like to do things by myself a lot of the time. So, that was very important for me. And, the videos that I'm making, it's just me speaking my mind, speaking my heart rather. That's it. I'm just speaking my heart. So I'm learning more about myself, and I'm stepping more into who I'm meant to be, who I truly am, beyond the physical level. We're talking about in the higher dimensions, at the soul level, who I really truly am, and just sharing that version of me with you guys. That's my job. That is what I do. And to me, it's not even a job. Like, I love doing this. Every single day, I'm doing something related to YouTube. Whether it's filming a video, whether it's editing a video, writing a poem, that I'm going to share in a video. Every day, I'm doing something because I just love doing it so much. And I can't go a day without doing something YouTube related. This is something that I'm passionate about. This is my purpose. It took me a while to figure this out, but I think I kind of had an epiphany a few weeks back when I was watching some home videos, and I saw a video of myself as a baby. And this is where the Find That Child Within spoken word came from. If you haven't watched that, check that out. That video is kind of in a way related to this video. I realized that being on camera, that's something that I love to do naturally. But it's like over time, I just developed insecurities, and, I didn't think, being on camera was really worth my time. I thought that I needed to focus on school and other things that didn't truly interest me, because I was trying to live other people's purposes for me. I was doing what I thought other people wanted to see me do instead of doing what I truly wanted to do, living my best life. And, these are people that I care about, like friends, family members, and they tried to impose their ideas on me. And it wasn't from, a place of them wanting to see me fail. They wanted to see me succeed. But the thing is, they didn't have the vision that I have. And that's kind of what I'm trying to tell you guys is you got to focus on your own vision. Step into your purpose. Don't worry about what other people want you to do. Don't worry about what you think is going to get you the most money. Because at the end of the day, if you're living just for the dollar, you're living from the ego. And there's nothing wrong with that per se. But I can tell you right now what's going to happen. You're going to get money, but you'll never be satisfied. You'll always want more, and there's a limit to what you can get if you're living for the dollar. Your limit is generational wealth. At most, you'd hope that you have money to leave behind to your children. But if you step into your purpose, you'll find eternal wealth. This is wealth that lasts beyond the physical realm. This is wealth that stays with you past, the day that you die. When you step into your purpose and, you're not so much worried about material things, you're not living for those things anymore. What you're doing is you're living from the soul instead of from the ego. And this is literally something that I figured out these past few days. I realized that, getting money from YouTube is nice and all, but the real wealth comes from me doing what I love to do. And here's, kind of the ironic thing is that when you stop focusing on the material things and you just choose to live in abundance and live in wealth by stepping into your purpose, you become wealthy. You become wealthy from the inside out. And all of a sudden, abundance will begin to flow into you almost effortlessly. It really is effortless because you're doing what you love to do. This YouTube stuff, it used to feel like work to me because I wasn't making the types of videos that I like to do. And so I had to schedule out, this is when I'm gonna edit, this is when I'm gonna film and all that type of stuff. But now I just do it throughout the flow of my day because I just love to do it. I just do it naturally, just out of excitement. This is what I want to do. I removed the distractions from my life that were, preventing me from doing the things that I actually love to do. People might not understand why you do that. That's okay. It's not their job to see your vision. It's your job. That's why it's your vision. Some people might see your vision. You know, if you are subscribed to my channel, then you see my vision. But there are people out there who weren't as supportive of me throughout this journey, and that's okay. You know, I used to be very resentful because of that. You know, when people would tell me to go back to school and even just insinuate that I might not make it on YouTube. You know, what's your plan B? I try to justify what I'm doing. And then one day I realized, like, yo, that's not my job. Like, I don't need to justify what I'm doing to anyone. As long as I feel satisfied with what I'm doing and I'm happy with what I'm doing, it doesn't matter what anyone else thinks. I'm gonna do what I love to do. And, you know, you either are with me or you're not. You're not against me. I don't have enemies. But you either support what I'm doing or you're just not in my life. And that's okay. You know, that's perfectly fine. No love lost. But yeah, like I've said, you know, many times before in law of attraction videos or anywhere else, when you change who you are and you step into the mindset of the person who has the things that you want, those material items, those things will flow to you naturally. Like, I don't really think about the material things that I want anymore. And, you know, like I said in the spoken word, like, I welcome these things. Like, you know, I'm not gonna turn down the opportunity to make money on YouTube. Like, yeah, when I got monetized, I started putting ads in my videos. Like, I'm welcoming all the abundance, but that's not the source of my happiness. You know, I love what I'm doing. That's the source of my happiness. That's the source of my wealth. And that's why I am eternally wealthy. I'm not going to say that money is valueless, but at the end of the day, it only holds the value that you assign to it, and you can't take it with you when you die. The best you can do is leave it to your kids. And if you live from the ego and you live for the dollar, you'll always want more, because there's always going to be someone with more money than you. There's always going to be money to make. There's always going to be money to take, because you're living from the ego. You're not concerned about how you're going to provide value to other people. You're concerned with how you're going to take from other people. Like I said, there will always be more to get. You'll never truly be satisfied. That's why I've chosen to not live for the dollar anymore. I'm following my passion. I'm following my dreams. And I know that naturally all of the material items are going to flow to me. You know, like, they really already belong to me. And that's the mindset that you have to have. They already belong to you. So yeah, the moral of the story, step into your purpose.